Conquering the dread of critique, cultivating assurance and tenacity. In the contemporary, highly interconnected epoch, it is not uncommon to experience a twinge of trepidation when confronted with the prospect of receiving criticism. Whether it permeates our personal or professional realm, the anxiety induced by judgment can paralyze us, hinder our progress, and thwart the attainment of our utmost potential. However, it is incumbent upon us to comprehend that criticism represents an indispensable component of our growth and evolution. By mastering the art of surmounting this fear, we can cultivate a wellspring of confidence and resilience, propelling us inexorably towards triumph. As we peruse this article, we shall embark upon an exploration of efficacious strategies that enable us to vanquish the terror of criticism and empower ourselves to not only embrace feedback but harness it to our advantage. Apprehending the nature of the dread of critique. Before delving into the panoply of strategies at our disposal, it behooves us to fully apprehend the underlying roots of our fear when faced with criticism. Frequently, this anxiety originates from a deeply ingrained yearning for acceptance and validation. As human beings, we possess an inherent impetus to be esteemed and admired by our peers. Consequently, the emergence of criticism is erroneously perceived as a pernicious assault on our social standing and self-worth. It remains imperative for us to bear in mind that every individual, even those of prodigious accomplishments, have traversed the treacherous terrain of criticism at some point along their journey. Critique should not be regarded as a gauge of our personal value but rather as an opportunity for exponential personal growth. Fostering self-awareness and self-acceptance. To grapple with the foreboding specter of criticism, the cultivation of self-awareness and the embracement of our own strengths and weaknesses stand as pivotal prerequisites. Acknowledging the reality of our imperfections and wholeheartedly accepting the areas where improvement may be sought allows us to metaphorically don a coat of resilience, facilitating an openness to criticism as an invaluable tool for personal growth. By embracing our flaws, we evince a diminished propensity towards defensiveness in the face of feedback. Instead, we unfurl ourselves to the possibilities of learning, and consequently, the potential for self-improvement. Wholeheartedly embracing constructive feedback. Among the most efficacious strategies to obliterate the fear of criticism is the reframing of our perception of feedback. Rather than perceiving it as a vitriolic personal affront, we should strive to apprehend feedback as an avenue for personal progress. Constructive criticism unfolds as a treasure trove of perspectives and insights capable of enlightening our path. By imprinting on our consciousness the belief that feedback is not a malevolent force but rather a benevolent aid in our ceaseless refinement, we possess the ability to greet it with unbounded equanimity and an unwavering commitment to knowledge acquisition. The embracement of constructive feedback bequeaths unto us the means to hone our aptitudes and surmount the apogee of triumph in our diverse endeavors. Cultivating an encircling network of support. In traversing the perilous terrain strewn with the thorns of criticism, the fortification afforded by a coterie of supportive individuals who ardently believe in the vast reservoir of our talents becomes an indispensable asset. Surrounded by those who proffer constructive feedback and unfailing encouragement, we find ourselves fortified with a newfound reservoir of confidence and resilience. In our pursuit of personal and professional growth, it is incumbent upon us to seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who have tenaciously contended with their own battles against the specter of criticism. From these benevolent souls, we shall be endowed with invaluable guidance and an unwavering mantle of support to fortify us throughout our odyssey. Courageously venturing into calculated risks. The trepidation surrounding criticism consistently erects formidable barriers that obstruct our path to personal and professional growth. To surmount these barriers, we must quell our fears and boldly embrace calculated risks. Only by venturing beyond the familiar confines of our comfort zones do we unlock the latent potential for self-discovery and self-transcendence. The embrace of audacious risk stands as a clarion call to challenge the boundaries of our abilities, transforming our inevitable failures into invaluable classrooms of resilience. With a growth mindset firmly in place, the fear of potential criticism diminishes in significance. Let it resound in our psyches that even in the face of critique, we demonstrate an unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries and ceaseless pursuance of excellence. Cultivating emotional resilience. Evolving into a paragon of resilience who fearlessly confronts criticism necessitates the development of emotional fortitude. A reservoir of emotional resilience empowers us to weather the tempests of adversity, emerge unscathed from setbacks, and steadfastly maintain our focus on the attainment of our aspirations. To foster emotional fortitude, the cultivation of self-care assumes paramount importance. Engaging in activities that imbue our lives with joy and fulfillment, maintaining a positive mindset, and diligently nurturing our emotional well-being bolster our capacity to maneuver through the labyrinthine maze of criticism without stumbling. Let our emotional resilience shine forth as a poignant testament to our indomitable spirit. Exulting in the joys of triumph. Lastly, as we embark upon the arduous pilgrimage towards conquering the fear of criticism, it is incumbent upon us to pause and joyously celebrate our triumphs along the way. Let us not diminish the significance of our accomplishments, no matter how trivial they may appear. By acknowledging our progress and basking in the glory of our achievements, we invigorate our reservoir of confidence and solidify our belief in our own abilities. This symphony of affirmation echoes within our very souls, serving as an irresistible wellspring of motivation that emboldens us to persevere in the face of criticism, immune to its potential sting. The road to vanquishing the fear of criticism is a metamorphic journey enshrined in self-reflection, resilience, and a steadfast commitment to growth.